Okay, so I just want to say, this year's been really hard, like really hard. Um, in May, one of my best friends since I was 15, which is 30 years, took his life after I yelled at him. After I found him hiding somewhere on my property where he wasn't supposed to be, and we had been taking care of him and things already for a long time, and we were trying to get him to go stay with another good friend for just a week, maybe a week. Just give us a little bit of space because he had violated our trust and hurt our feelings. Now, we weren't giving up on him. We weren't going to not help him out ever again. We just needed a little bit of space. And he would not do it. He would not go anywhere else. He would not try anything else. He would not ask anyone else for help. Or at least he said nobody else would help him, which I don't believe. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of people that would have helped him and tried to help him. He just, if he wasn't getting the help or whatever the way he wanted it, he would just not accept it or say that nobody was helping him. And he had put himself in the situation he was in. And I'm so sad that he just completely gave up, because we hadn't given up on him. We just needed a breather. We needed some space. And he wasn't giving us that. Well, because of going through that, it really messed me up. And I was having problems being on time for work and stupid things like that. And I'd had the same schedule for like four months or something. And I completely forgot to check my schedule the last day I had worked. And I was only working part-time. And I completely forgot to check the schedule when I was there. And since I had had Sunday off for, I don't know, 3 months, I thought I was going to still have Sunday off. And I didn't sleep the night before I worked because I just had a restless night and was still dwelling on his death and everything. And after work, I was so exhausted, I crashed out. And since I thought I would have Sunday off, I slept Sunday. And work called me and asked me where I was, because apparently I was supposed to be there at 4. I didn't know. I was dead asleep. I didn't see that I had a missed call or message until midnight that night. I checked it, and it was asking me where I was and everything, and basically telling me that I got a no call, no show. So as soon as the hour was right where I could call and someone would answer and be there, I called, and I was like, oh my God. And I told them, I'm so sorry, I figured I had the day off. I didn't realize that I didn't have the schedule and all this. And since I'd had it off for last 4 months, I thought I was going to have it off. But no, it was the one time that the schedule changed and I was supposed to be there. I hadn't closed. It worked at 4 o'clock in over a month at least. And so, yeah, it really screwed me up. And that's why I lost my job. And with all my experience and everything, I could not find new work. I'd applied, I had interview after interview, when I could get them. They were few and far between, but I'd gone to places and I had people tell me how much they really liked me and all this stuff, but they ultimately would hire somebody else over me. And I was starting to feel really, really, really depressed. Like, I was starting to feel like I was going to give up. And luckily, a long time ago, I promised myself I would never put the people I love and care about through the loss of something like a suicide. So even though there were times when I was seriously like in a dark place and wanting to give up like that, I couldn't, I couldn't do it. Couldn't. And I'm really glad I didn't. Because suddenly on Halloween, my favorite holiday, I get a message from Goodwill saying, oh, we want to offer you the job. And I didn't have an interview or anything. I was so confused. And they said they needed all this information from me within an hour. or they were worried I couldn't start the job the coming Monday. So I rushed. I got all that stuff together and got my button gear and got the job. Well, I recently found out that they were actually trying to hire another Heather, not me. Um, but I had applied there and everything. It's just I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have the interview and stuff, and they thought they were contacting the other Heather, and so I got hired accidentally, like literally accidentally. And the other Heather is awesome, by the way. I freaking love and adore her, and it's just really strange that because they thought they were contacting her, that I got a job when I needed one so bad. It had been 5 months since I had worked. I was struggling to get by. One of the only ways I was making any kind of ends meet was by the app Misplay, which is a gaming app where you can earn money. I actually just recently learned that I capped out this year on that game, and it'll reset on December 31st. But I made $550 this year on that game, and I'd be happy to share how to do that and what you can do. And it's so cool because like when I'm ready to cash out on that game, I usually only do like $10 at a time. But when I've been ready to cash out, it'll cash it out within like 5 minutes, and so the money will be instantly on my PayPal, and it's freaking really cool. And I'd be happy to share all that information so anybody else can benefit from it, because it's really cool. And I've tried lots of those apps, those gaming apps, to make money, and I haven't had anywhere near as much success as I have with Misplay. But like I'll send you a link and stuff because I'll get points, and I would like to keep my account going. So please, if you're interested, I'll definitely share information with how to do that and the different ways you can make money from it. Anyways, so my mom this year for Christmas, she also has been through suicide of losing best friends. And she got me and Justin shirts from a suicide prevention group. I'm trying to find, I thought mine was right here. I wanted to share it with you guys because it's really, really touching. I need mine dyed because my mom tried to order a black one for me, but apparently they messed up and they sent me a white one. So I need it like tie-dyed or something, so it will be, if not black or gray, it'll be blue or red, which is the color that I wear to match my hair, depending on what color my hair is at the time. But those are the two other colors that I wear frequently, is blue or red, which are my two favorite colors. So I really want to share this with y'all because it's a really touching and beautiful piece of merch. Hang on, let me pause this. Okay, the movement is called, I believe it's Dear Person Behind Me. Now, the front of the shirt says, "You are enough." Okay? You are enough. And then the back of the shirt says, "Dear person behind me, the world is a better place with you in it. Love the person in front of you." And it's just, it means so much to me because this is the kind of person I like to be to people anyways. And it means so much to me to try to help prevent people from giving up on life to where they end it, because life is always going to have its ups and downs. But no matter how bad it is, how dark it gets, you can always recover from it. I just realized I have blue eyeshadow on my nose. I'm going to have to touch that up. But it always turns around. Like, you can feel like you're at the lowest of the low, and then all of a sudden, you get a call offering you a job after you've thought nobody was going to hire you again forever. And you get a job, you start working again. It's amazing how things can change overnight. So no matter how low and how hard it gets, don't ever give up, because things are going to change. They're never going to stay It's not going to stay terrible and bad forever. It will get better. And that's all you can do, is just keep on struggling through it, because you're going to come out a better person on the other side. And I believe in you, and I want to see you do that. I love you all. Just remember not to give up and to keep fighting to live another day and be the amazing person that I know you can be.